DJ now, that's my day.
It's all around the D with your man Billy T. What up, though? It's your man Billy T, all around the D, and today we have the queen of Detroit comedy, Coco, in the building.
I'm excited to be here. How y'all doing? It is a beautiful day. I'm excited. Billy called, I came. Billy T called you. When Billy T called you, you come a running.
All right, well, we're running, and listen, Coco not only had a great radio career, but she has a great comedy career, so you're hitting on both fronts. Now, let's real quick though, how did you get into comedy? Because I heard you actually on the radio the other day talking, you used to be a nurse, which I knew, and how did you transfer into comedy?
Oh, okay. Okay, I'm gonna try to do this and not be emotional. So, my sister had a stress-related stroke. She didn't drink, smoke, none of that. And in January of 1991, she had a stroke. She had took her kids bowling, took my daughter bowling, my mother, my daughter, everybody went bowling. She came home getting ready to go to work because she was a nurse too. And she was getting dressed and lost her balance and fell. So they took her to the hospital, and I went to the hospital and everything, and she had a stroke. And it was related to things that was going on in her life, you know, children and going through a divorce and all of those things. And it was overwhelming. So she passed in February, like a month later. And I didn't know what to do. I was like, okay, what am I going to do? Because you know, people of color, we don't like therapy and counseling. We getting into it now. You gotta trip somebody and push them, but we getting more into it now.
Yeah, more accepting.
Yeah, and I knew that I was grieving and I needed counseling, but I had to keep working. And I had, you know, she had 3 children. I had my daughter, and my mother was grieving the whole process. And my girlfriend called Scruples Club downtown, and she said, hey, my girlfriend said, me and my uncle at this club, and they do comedy. And I said, because I always wanted to be a comedian.
Okay.
But let me stop. Okay. I wanted to be a singer. So before we got to I'ma try comedy, I had a band. Oh yeah, I know.
I have heard you sing.
Yeah, well we had a band. We had took some. It was like more like the band on the
Cosby Kids.
Yeah, somebody was playing a radiator, and somebody had a spoon and a garbage can lid. But we had a band, and I left that, had my daughter, and when I got back in doing comedy because I had always had a sense of humor because I got bullied. So bullying, and I couldn't fight every day. I was tired of fighting. I was like,
let's kill him with laughter.
I said, I'm gonna get him with laughter. I'm gonna talk about him. So when my girlfriend called me, I went down there and I was hooked.
Did you get up that night? Did you do an open mic type thing?
So when she called me, it was a whole process. I was dating this gentleman.
Okay, that's too much information. What happened when you got on stage?
Hold on.
Coco, we don't care about you dating that gentleman.
I had to cut the Jerry curl out of his head because he had a Jerry curl. And he always wore overalls, so we had to go get him an outfit. You don't care about none of that.
A remake.
And he didn't want to wear his dentures, so I got him to wear his dentures.
Oh my God, how old was this guy?
He wasn't that old, but you don't want to hear all that. Okay, so listen. It's kind of warm in here. Let me wipe my forehead because I'm shining.
She got me sweating.
Oh, baby, that doesn't feel like a Hebrew slave making bricks with no straw. Okay, so listen.
Okay, Moses.
I went down there, and I didn't know what I was going to talk about. And I went and I talked to Tommy Chun, and he said, he said, what's your name? And I was like, I didn't want to use my government name because I was still nursing. So I said, Coco. I had a patient that this man was supposed to be blind, but he knew everybody that walked in his room, and he was always doing like this, doing me like this.
Get a little touch on you, get a little touch and feel.
He said, you kind of thick. He'd do this and then hold me like this. He said, you kind of thick. You like hot chocolate. He said, no, you thicker than that, you Coco. So it was gonna be my stripper name, but when I got into comedy,
those dreams went out the window.
Poosh.
So what was it like when you first got on stage? Did you say you got hooked right away? Huh?
I went on stage and I got some, a few laughs, but I was hooked on the release that I experienced. It was like a legal drug. Like, I felt like each time that I went on stage, it was like something was lifted. Even now, it's like something is lifted off of me, and I could take all of that and give it to the audience in a positive way.
Now, real quick, Coco, we have to mention
Okay.
because you went from that and then you did radio.
Got into radio.
You got into radio with Mason in the morning.
Yes.
And how did that happen, real quick?
Oh, real quick. Mason used to come to a lot of my shows, and I would go and sit in on the show. And he asked me, did I want to do radio? I'm like, I'm not finna get up this early. I'm okay being a nurse. I mean, Billy, you know, you gotta be there at 5:30. I mean,
Right, because the show starts at 6.
Yeah, and I still was drinking and smoking cigarettes and all that stuff like that. So I finally did it. September '96. I went and did it, and I loved it. So I was running. I finally left nursing. I ran 2 concurrent. I know when y'all hear that you think of jail, but I ran 2 concurrent careers of comedy and radio at the same time.
And it's been working great for you.
It's been working.
You're
I met
everywhere
you.
now.
I met you.
Yep. But
I'm enjoying it.
You have been doing it for a number of years, and now you're more busy than ever.
I'm busy now. I'm officially what you would call an elder, a comedy elder. I'm
absolutely.
a seasoned comedian. I've been doing
Auntie
it.
Coco.
I'm auntie to I'm auntie to everybody, and I'm auntie to people my age. I'll be like, wait a minute, we the same age. We could be sisters and brothers. But it'll be 33 years in April that I've been doing stand-up, and I started radio in September '96, and I'm able to pour into comedians now, and I could say, all of them don't want it, but some of them I could say, listen, when you go on stage, sis, put some lipstick on and don't chew gum and step back and stay in the light and quit pulling on your clothes. So it's
Give
things that I can share.
Advice there.
Because I want to pass the baton.
Absolutely.
This baton that got old and it's rusted in my hand, and I want to pass it. Yeah, but I want to pass it to somebody and see them run with that. Run, Forrest, go. Bye.
Hey, we've got more to talk to Coco about. We're going to take a short pause, and we're going to come back and find out that magic moment on Def Comedy Jam that just skyrocketed to the moon. We'll do all that. Also, you can catch the continuation of this interview on YouTube on BillyTDetroit and also on Facebook on BillyTDetroit. So keep up with us. We'll be right back with Coco, the queen of comedy in Detroit. Around the D with Billy T is sponsored by the WGPR Museum, honoring WGPR TV 62, the first black-owned television station in the nation. The WGPR Museum is located at 3146 East Jefferson and is open Saturdays from 11 to 4 p.m. Thank you for your continued support.